Okay, YouTubers, it's Damien again. Right, I'm going to finish my talk about the auras. Right, please excuse the camera quality and the sound quality. Um, I'm just using my webcam, which is built into my laptop, which is not the greatest. So I'm going to have to try and find some money and try and buy myself a decent, half decent camera so I can upload decent quality stuff here. Okay, I'm just going to continue about the aura. I'm not going to go into too much about it. I want to try and get you to experience what it is and to try and experience possibly feeling energy as well as seeing it. The lighting in this video is not great for you to do that because it's already very bright in the video. But if I turn the lighting down, I lose a lot of the contrast of the film. So really what I need to be doing is I need to be shooting these in natural light. So I may redo this and put it up again. Right, excuse me, I'm a complete chain smoker, so you'll have to forgive. Mm. It's my only vice, I don't drink. Gave that up 5 years ago. But that's another story. Okay, right. Um, basically, everything is matter that we see. In our world, we see it as matter. If I touch the laptop, that's matter. Anything that's solid is matter. We know it as matter. Okay. If I touch the laptop, if I touch my body, my head, it's all physical. You can feel it. You can touch it. It feels solid. It's got solidity to it. If I touch my sofa, if I touch my ceiling, if I touch my car, which I don't have anymore, if I touch anything that I can see physically that I can touch is matter. Okay, but it didn't start as that. When you break everything down, what the components of all of matter is energy. Okay, and the world, the universe, started as energy. Okay, and there's many different theories about how the beginning of the universe came about and all of that, and that's not what I'm intending to go in here. But what I'm trying to say, want to explain to you is that what you see as matter, like a cop, if you sit and look at it for a few minutes, you can see it in its energy form. Now, what I would also say to you is that if there's somebody standing behind you, you can't see them. But if I say to you, there's somebody standing behind you, um, you're looking at me, you cannot see that person. That doesn't mean that they're not there. It just means that you cannot see them in the way that you are looking. So you have to physically change your vision, i.e., you have to turn around to see them. Okay, so it's the same thing with the aura. I've heard many people come up with different um, explanations as to what it is that I'm showing them. Okay, and that's up to them. We're all entitled to our opinions and our theories, but I'm giving you my experience and my theory, and I'm going to show you how to see the aura and let you experience it for yourself and make your own judgment. Uh, but in order to see the aura, you have to, as I said, you would look behind you to see something that's not there that you can't see in front of you. You have to change how you look. So just because you're changing how you initially look to see the aura, and eventually you start with a particular way of looking, but eventually you would be able to sit somebody very easily without having to strain your vision or change your vision, and you would be able to see the aura. Okay, so what you're actually doing is you're using your vision in a different way than you were used to doing. We are conditioned to look and observe things in a particular way. Um, so just because we can't see it with our normal eye and have to change our vision initially to see it doesn't mean that it's not there. Okay, right. So the aura is, as I say, it's energy. Everything has an aura. Okay. Um, what I believe is, in my belief, is that our physical body is not who we are. Okay. Inside of that is our spirit and our soul. We are spiritual beings from wherever. It's not the debate here, but we are souls. We're consciousness. We come from somewhere else. We enter into the physical at birth or at conception, and then we grow up with this dual thing going on. But it's actually our soul and our spirit, our driving force. And when the body dies, which is just the physical, we come out of the body and leave. And I have personally experienced seeing that kind of phenomenon on a couple of occasions. And when we leave the body and go on to wherever the other realms are, whether heaven, whatever you want to, whatever you wish to interpret that as. Now, I'm going to. So basically, the aura is our life force, but not our physical life force. It's our spiritual life force. So when you see the aura and you experience the aura, what you're seeing is yourself as your spirit soul, your spirit body. Okay, so what I'm going to try and show you is the first level of the aura. Now this is, by doing it with me is here is not ideal because of the lighting in my room, but you can still try. But I would advise you to, or suggest that you try to do this with somebody you know. Basically what you need to do is you need to sit in front of somebody. Okay, I'm going to slow this down as I try to explain this to you. You need to just sit directly opposite somebody. Now, what I want you to do, I'll just give you a bit of exercise with me, is I'm now starting to see my aura very, very clearly coming out, just as I start to talk about it. What you need to do is look at my right eye. Okay, I want you to not stare, but I want you to gaze, focus your vision on my right eye, on my right side of the face, but I want you to have a focal, one central point to look here. Okay? Now, keep your focus there, but what I want you to then do is to be aware within your peripheral vision of what's going on the left side here. Okay? So keep your focus on my right side, but be aware of what's actually happening on the left side. So I don't want you to change your vision. I don't want you to stare at the left side. I just want you to be looking at the right, but at the same time looking at the left, but in your peripheral vision. Now, if you hold that for about 30 seconds or a minute, you will start to see light coming out around the left side of my face, the left side of my head, around the back of my hair, and the top part of my hair, and all around the headphones. Okay. Right, you should be able to see it now. And something you may or may not observe is if you look at my face, you may not start to notice that my face is changing color, as if there's some black, like a mask coming onto my face. I can feel the energy coming in now. That is called transfiguration, which is something I will deal with in another video. Okay. Now, if you can see the light on the left-hand side of my face, you should also be able to start to see it on the right. Just pull your focus back and focus all around the head area. Right. Okay, I'm going to stop there for a moment just because of the time constraints of the video. What you can do is you can practice doing this with people that you know. As I say, just sit with them, look at one side of them with your direct look, but in your peripheral vision, be aware of what's going on the other side, and eventually you will see the light coming out on the other side. And you just keep doing this over a period of time. You can also do this with objects. So you can do it with the television, the side of the television, you could do it with the side of a clock, you could do it with the side of an ornament, anything where you can just bring your focus, because everything is energy. Everything is made up of energy. It was energy first, and then it solidified and hardened and over time and became matter. It's the way the universe started as energy, and then through time, it hardened and became mass. Okay, so but it's not. Everything is energy. So you can look at anything. Just look, let your gaze just view something, and be always aware of what's going on in the peripheral vision. And you'll start to see light come off it, and that is energy. Okay, guys, enjoy, have fun.